Hi there guys, hope you're all well. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to talk about my views on the simulation theory and the relativity between that and the Mandela effect. So I personally had thought about the simulation theory years ago when I played The Sims on the PC, 10 plus years ago easily. It was just more of a background thought in my head rather than believing that it could be real. I just thought, oh, that would be, just imagine. And recently there has been a lot of talk about the simulation theory, and the Mandela effect in particular has brought that to light somewhat. So there's a YouTuber called The New Arrival, Yusuf. I love your work. Great thinker. Very interesting guy. Check out his channel if you haven't. He was talking about it and how plausible it is. And me personally, since this Mandela effect, have particularly thought about that theory for quite some time. And it's extremely plausible. However, I have come to the conclusion that I don't believe it. I can't disprove it. I do think that it's technically possible. However, the reasons why I don't believe that. So I've done a video previously on my life beliefs that we are energy, that we are reincarnated, come back as to learn different lessons each time, and that we are made of energy. They're beliefs that I've always, well, not always, but last 10 years I've at least had those beliefs. And for me personally, they've been more and more confirmed the more and more I research things. But why I don't think the simulation theory is real is all of a sudden, so we have the Mandela effect happening. Then you have the Bank of America coming out and saying that there's a 50% chance that we are in a simulation. Bearing in mind that's a bank. Then you have Elon Musk saying it's an 80% chance. Then you have, so there's a program called Westworld that started yesterday. The general gist of it is that they create these kind of simulation worlds that rich people can then go into. And I just feel like it seems like a bit of an agenda at the moment. Same with when Ebola was rife, Zika virus, the EU referendum. I just feel certain things happen when there's news, and I don't believe in coincidences. Oh, excuse me, that's my my tablet going off there. And I just feel like, and when I say certain things that happen with news, obviously there's going to be certain things that happen with news, but what I mean by that is you'll have songs, movies, programs that will kind of play a part in what's happening in reality, whether it's predictive programming or what. I'll leave that for you to be the judge. For example, there's a film called The Purge. I've never watched them, but there happens to be one called The Purge Election Year or something to that effect. And there's striking similarities between that and what's actually happening. And I just feel that the simulation theory is one of those things as well. Another thing is the elites of society. I'm using the term very loosely. The upper echelons of society. From my understanding and the research I've done previously, seem to be sort of Satan worshippers, trying to invoke demonic entities. Even if you look at CERN, for example, that looks like what they're trying to do. And I think if they're believing so much in demonic entities, Baphomet, for example, going to a Bohemian Grove and doing mock sacrifices in front of Moloch the owl, I always believe that these people have some sort of hidden knowledge that isn't necessarily taught in schools, that the average Joe like myself wouldn't be taught by anyone else. You'd have to find this stuff out yourself. So they obviously believe in demonic entities. The yin and yang of life. If there's demonic entities, there's good entities. Whether it's a God, an Allah, whatever you want to believe in. And that just, to me, somewhat negates the simulation theory. And intrinsically, deep within me, I don't feel that is what we are about. I believe we're a whole lot more than that. Again, I could be saying that to comfort myself secretly, I don't know. But intrinsically, I don't believe that we live in a simulation. Again, it's still plausible. I'm not going to completely dismiss that notion. Again, I've actively thought about that many, many times, in particular recently with regard to the Mandela effect. And there is still a possibility that is what we're here for. However, I just believe it's more than that by the reasons that I just gave. I think that's pretty much all I've got to say on the matter there. I do believe that we are somewhat biological computers as well. For example, NLP, which is neuro-linguistic programming, will work in the sense how a computer would work. So if I said certain words, like imagine in a computer it would be key commands, and then it would elicit a certain response from someone. So it is kind of like inputting codes, I guess. I don't know. I guess you could liken a lot of simulation theory to actual computers. For example, learning a new lesson is like downloading information. Again, that would be probably another subject, because that's more like robots and what have you, that the way the world is going. But hopefully, just to be clear, so I don't believe in the simulation theory. I believe it's a possibility, but intrinsically, I just don't feel that that's right. Again, maybe I'm so programmed as a simulated human or synthetic human or whatever I would be, that I haven't been programmed to think that way. I don't know. But that's all from me, guys. In the comments below, let me know your theory, your thoughts on the simulation theory, and if you think it's plausible, if you believe in it, if you've ever thought about it. It'd be helpful to know, just to hear what your guys' thoughts are. But that's all from me, guys. Thanks a lot. Cheers. Bye.